Mm. Irv and Co. Irv and Co. If you're looking for a podcast, here you go. Irv and Co. Irv and Co. If you're looking for a podcast, here you go. Go.
Yes.
Go. Yo,
Okay.
yo, yo. This is Irv from Irv and Co. South Florida's traveling podcast, getting our community one business at a time. This your boy Irv right here. Yo, 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 yo. And my co-host Amanda. Say what's happening to the people, Amanda.
Yo, what's up, Co-Swag?
Yeah. So today, you know what it is. We got a guest in the place, and no need to. I'm gonna say this to Amanda. Amanda, let the people know who we got in the place today.
So this special person, I met him at one of the Broward pop-up shops, and I got to meet his kindred soul, you know what I'm saying? And he's a special friend of mine. He's always about business, but he always loved to take care of his family, his friends, and making sure that everything is in a very smooth fashion. My friend, my little friend right here with the most moves, I tell you, he's suave.
All day.
All day.
What's really
Phillip
happening?
Johnson. There
Listen,
you
first
go.
of all, I want to thank y'all for having me on y'all podcast. It is a true honor to be with Irv and Co, man. Listen, hey, y'all doing a phenomenal job, and I just want to give it back to you guys as you guys are crushing this thing. Businesses all over the world and throughout the United States. So let's get it. Let's get it.
Yes.
All right. So my question to you is, we're gonna start off like this. Tell me a little about Phillip Johnson. Like, I know we gonna talk about iBreathe safely, but tell me, how do you go from who is Phillip Johnson to iBreathe safely?
Well, Phillip Johnson is a young entrepreneur. Started at the age of 15. From the back of my mom's car, I was selling. I was washing cars.
Okay.
And from there, I had my own car, mobile car wash, and probably one of the first in Miami to really, start it. And really just got into a lot of business. Always like to be an entrepreneur. Always been that hustler. Always loved the game. Some people love the game. I love that type of game. Got my bachelor's degree from Florida Atlantic University. Went to the military, served 3.5 years. Almost 4 years.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Definitely appreciate you for your service.
Thank you. Did 3.5 years, almost 4 years in the Army. Got out the Army, decided to come back to Miami, Florida. But I had the opportunity to travel. I love traveling, and I got into iBreathe real simple because my mentor, he was speaking about it one day. He's a scientist. He's a doctor, scientist, and he had his own lab. So he talks about he knows about the coronaviruses. He knows about all these things. And he was saying, hey, listen, you need to get this, you need to get that. And first he was telling us what to drink, what to take, and I was doing it. And then when he came up, he started sending out some ideas. I said, it's a good idea. I said, so you know what? I'm gonna start focusing on air filters and purifiers, air purifiers for people because of the epidemic and the viruses. So I can help people that has asthma, that deals with asthma, deals with the sickness and diseases, so they can have and breathe a better life. You know what I'm saying? So that's how iBreathe came into the game.
Okay. Well, tell me this. You said from 15 you was into entrepreneurship. Where did that come from? Like, who instilled that into you?
You know what? I'm an old school dude, and I don't know if you remember back in the days. When my father's Jamaican. Back in the days they say, "I'm a tree job." You know what I'm saying? So you know how it is. Pops had like 4 or 5 jobs. I remember. Honestly, me and my brothers laugh about it. My father used to work for a company called Red, White, and Blue, or Veterans, whatever. What they did was pick up clothes and furniture at different people's homes that donated. So he was doing that, and people would just get rid of stuff. So what was not on the truck went to his house. But he had the lawn business that he'd drop me off and had me cutting people's grass. He had the lawnmower and the weed eater in the back of the truck. And then he would have my brother doing the yard sale. And I mean, we were just, just doing 3 or 4 things at once, and just got into that spirit of entrepreneurship. My uncle is an entrepreneur, so we just got into that mode of entrepreneurship to get it on your own.
Yeah.
So, and that's one of the things, because I have coming from a Jamaican family, a Caribbean family, they always say, hey, listen, don't ask me, you got to go get it. So at the very end of the day, growing up in Miami, you got to be a go-getter down here. You got to be a go-getter in Miami. So that's how I just developed that mentality, that attitude, and that lifestyle to do that.
Okay.
So that's
you muted. There you
go. Okay. So I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
So if you can say who were the top 3 that helped motivate you and made you an influence in where you are today, what would you say?
Oh man, that's a good question. I'm gonna first go with Mom Dukes. Mom, man, listen. I told my mom I was washing cars in the back of her car. She told me take the car. She had to go to work. So, everything I've done, I mean, even going to the military, I'm like, Mom, going to the military. All right, I got your back. Mom, I'm about to start. Okay, I got your back. And it's like, it's always been, my mom's always been a huge support. And, when it comes to, my entrepreneurship and me getting out there. The second one, I got to get to my auntie. I remember, my father has not really been always that supportive type of guy. You know what I'm saying? So, I used to come back and I would, have these ideas and doing this and doing that. And I would always get, bashed. I'm like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? And I'm like, yo, I'm not out here selling. I'm not out here doing anything illegal. I'm doing business. Why you can't support? And I used to go to my aunt, which was, she was a pastor. And I said, Auntie, man, they tripping, man. This man tripping again. And she was like, look, she said, nephew, keep doing what you keep doing. She said, because one day, and I remember this distinctly, she said, one day you're going to strike oil. And she said, when you hit oil, she said, trust me, everybody coming your way. So at the end of the day, that's the person that, and last but not least, my wife. My wife is a big support to me. Got to have her in my corner. I love her. So, those are those 3 influences right there that keep me going. Plus, if you want to add in the 4, the children. So, when you got 6 kids.
Oh, that's definitely. Yeah.
You got
wow,
6
okay.
kids.
Oh, that's a motivator.
Five girls and 1 boy. You can hear one in the background right now. So they demand your time, they demand your attention, and especially when me being in my life, being their lives, it is a pleasure, and it's also it's a pleasure. Let me say that it's a pleasure.
Okay. How do you balance that? How do you balance family and business? Because I know that's definitely a thin line to balance.
Can I be honest with you? Still doing it. I mean, you got your bad days and you got your good days. So anybody that walks up and say, man, I got it on lock, I can't say that. I can't say that because at one moment, I could be doing business, and next thing you know, there's something that happens that I need to take care of immediately. So, it's just the fact that, I have to give, I've never believed in giving my attention to, one thing too much and neglect anything. You know what I'm saying? So I have to spread my time with my wife, with my kids, with my business, with my ministry, with everything that I do. Why? Because at the end of the day, it keeps me balanced. But at the end of the day, sometimes you got to burn the midnight oil. 3 o'clock in the morning, my wife be like, hey, babe, you coming to bed? Yeah, I'll be there in a minute. Give me a few more minutes. Why? Because, I know she wants me there, but at the end of the day, it's like, man, if I don't do this now, I know in the morning there's going to be this, and I'm not going to have no time to do it.
Right.
Yeah, you don't want to pile up.
Yeah.
So all right, you kind of. So I'm gonna ask you this: what motivates you when you've had a rough day? Because being an entrepreneur, where everybody has those rough days. Like, I know you say your family, but is it family or is it other things that motivate you to keep going? Because I know, like I say, entrepreneurs, you have waves. But what is that motivation that keeps you going?
That I ain't there yet.
Ain't there yet?
I ain't there yet.
Yeah, you're not there yet. So you have a goal that you're trying to reach, and you're like, yo, I'm gonna keep going till I get to where I'm getting to.
And that's what it is. You know, a lot of people, you hear from rappers, I die when I sleep. That ain't true. You gonna sleep. But my thing is, I'm not there yet, and I really believe, me and my wife talked about it the other day. I said, I believe when I get there, I still won't be there. Why? Because, the more you do, or the more vision, the ideas that you have, the more ideas you have, and you accomplish those ideas and visions, the more you have, because the more you want to do. Why? Because it's never ending. It's never ending. I accomplished this, okay, bomb. But you get a vision, dream, and idea, and guess what? Now it's a lot bigger. And it's like, whoa, I'm thinking I'm slowing down, but you never slow down. You really just have to continue to maintain. I was just talking to my pastor, and I was saying to him, he was like, Phil, man, one thing about you, man, I like your attitude because, you don't take things offensive. And I said to him, I said, leadership is just the fruits of the spirit. If you understand the fruits of the spirit, love, kindness, meekness, and long suffering, it's that in action. You have to be, when you're an entrepreneur, you have to have that love. You have to have that character of kindness. You have to have that character of long suffering. You have to deal with that. Why? Because at the very end of the day, you're gonna deal with people that don't like you. You're gonna deal with people that don't that's gonna complain about your products. You're gonna deal with people that love your products but talking behind your back. You're gonna deal with people that stealing from you, and you still got to have that attitude. It's like, hey, listen, I'm still here to help. So that's
smile. That keep smiling. Yeah. Keep that smile.
Yeah. I mean, not to get off the subject, I remember having my own convenience store. I had a convenience store on 441 US 1 in Hollywood. And I hired a young lady. She was struggling with her husband, and her husband had some issues. But me letting her in my store, man, she literally robbed me. And it was like, yo, that's how you get down. But at the end of the day, guess what? No love lost, because I always say this, you're going to need it more than I do, because if you have it, if you want it that bad, then you can have it. Why? Because I've already obtained it. It's one thing I've already believed. If you already have obtained something or got something, you will never lose it. I don't care if you go bankrupt. I don't care if you listen, they would tell you, a millionaire or billionaire that starts from scratch and builds their business, they can lose their business 10 years from now, 20 years from now, but they'll get right back on their feet. Why? Because they always had it in their mind. It was already embedded in them to succeed. So there's nothing you can do, nothing you can take from them if they understand what their purpose and what they were supposed to be. So and that's how I live my life. I know I'm destined for greatness. I know that I'm a king. I know that I have purpose to help people and help individuals, help families, help my family. And so when I have that mindset, there's no stopping me. I mean, you can talk about me. You can say what you want to say to me. Listen, I will give you the shirt off my back and keep it pushing, baby. Because you know why? Hey, I'm going to see you at the top. I'm going to always see you at the top. So that's just me. I'm sorry I went off a little tangent,
No, listen.
You said what you said.
Listen, what you just said, like you know how they say, people say some stuff make you want to run through a wall. Like that was one of those pieces right there. You like, yo, whatever you just said, I'm ready to go. Let's go. So keep it going. Keep it going. Go ahead, Amanda.
Yeah. I had if you could give 3 pieces of advice to a young entrepreneur right now, or a younger version of yourself, what would it be?
Go with your first idea and don't stop. There's some things I remember I said, man, if I would have just kept doing that, I would have been better. I would have been big. I'm looking at some of these comedians, and I was playing with comedy. I have Benji Brown, Benji Brown,
Kiki. Yeah, with Kiki and all that.
Larry Dog. I knew all of them in the back days. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I used to have a good friend. One of my good friends named Ray Roll was on BET. And my other good friend was on BET and Hot, and Def Comedy Jam. And I used to just hang with them. But my thing is, I sat back and, you know, me just being around them, I said, man, if I would have known to get into the game then, I probably would have been where I wanted, you know, I would probably have been a hot comedian. But my thing is, I was always just like, nah, I'm gonna let you shine. And I kind of felt back. So at the end of the day, when you got an idea, you got a thought, you got a plan, go with it. You know, if you fall on your face, I remember when I went into the Army, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. I touched the Army when I was 30 years old. And that's unheard of. A lot of people say, man, you crazy? You went to the Army at 30, didn't have any, I wasn't a sports fanatic. I didn't play sports in school. I didn't do all of that. But what took place is that I made a decision that I wanted to do something I never did. Mm-hmm. And somebody said to me, they said, what happened if you fail? And so I can always come back to Miami. It's always gonna be here. Right. Same mindset. I didn't fail. Yeah. I had opportunity to live in Maryland, Dallas, Texas. I had opportunity to travel overseas. Why? Because my thing is, I didn't limit myself. Mm-hmm. And that's what I would tell a young entrepreneur. Look, first of all, you're gonna fall. I'm not gonna tell you not. Don't take a facade that, oh, I'm gonna get this one product and I'm gonna sell 1,000 of them in the first week. Yeah. Okay, you can believe it and expect it. But at the end of the day, what if it don't take the first week? What if it don't take the first 30 days? Okay. What if it don't take the first year? Yeah. You have to continue to have this fortitude to push yourself. You got to propel yourself to want more, to expect more, and allow nobody to tell you cannot accomplish.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I would tell anybody. Listen, you can't live through the vision of your mama, your daddy, your spouse, or anybody else. You got to do what you're called to do and do it with the best of your ability. Mm-hmm. And if you can do that, then you accomplish your dreams. You're gonna get the book written. You're gonna get the businesses started. You're gonna be the commissioner. You're gonna be whatever you call it to be. Why? Because you have a vision. It starts up here. If it came in your mind, then it can be on paper. And if it came on paper, it can be on TV. And if it came on TV, it can be all over the world. I'm just trying to tell you, you're destined for greatness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man.
I like that one. I like that one. I'm gonna take that to for myself, to be honest. This would be more of like either personal or with your business. What is your biggest failure and what did you learn from it?
My personal failure was to give up. There was a time I went into a depression in my life. And I just threw in the towel. I really did. I mean, when I did that, everything started to collapse. Business, family. I went into a, you know, as you know, Amanda, I'm an extrovert. I went into a shell where I didn't talk to anybody. I mean, I was, you know, anybody knows me. I'm a lively individual. That's who I am. But it was several years I ain't rap with nobody. I just, you know, I was home and nobody knew, you know, and I allowed depression to get me to a place that I wanted to give up. I got into a place where I just didn't want to do it anymore, and you know, and I gave up on myself, and that was the issue. Not somebody else giving up on me, but me giving up on myself. And I would tell anybody, you know, don't give up on yourself. I mean, when you get to that point, trust me, you don't want to be there. I mean, some people get out and some people get locked in. You know, some people get stuck in that dungeon and in that mindset, you know, and they get to drinking, they start doing stuff. I was doing a lot of crazy stuff when I got to that point, to the point that I just looked at myself like, what the heck am I doing? You know, people that looked up to me was actually, Phil, what you doing with yourself? And I looked at people that I mentored and I helped and I did for, and I'm like, they doing real good. And they took your advice, but you sitting in a dungeon.
Wow.
You understand what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I had to get out the dungeon and live my life and live it to the fullest. So that's what I was saying.
Wow. Wow, that's deep.
Yeah.
That's definitely something where that's resonating for real. That's definitely
Yeah, for
resonating.
me too.
Um,
You know.
but I'm gonna switch it up real quick because I got some more pressing questions for you. But
Okay.
we'll lighten it up real
That's
real
what's up.
quick.
That's what's up.
We'll lighten it up. We'll lighten it up. So, what you like to do for fun? Like, what do you do to get your mind off of your business for a little while?
I love spending time with my wife. I mean, we like
Okay.
to eat. Oh my God. We love trips. You know, even with the kids, we'll take a trip in 2 seconds. What? Y'all watching the kids? We out here. You know? So we love it. We just love to hang out, and I'm grateful for that because I got a wife that loves what I love. I love my children. She loves our kids. I love to travel. I love to eat. She loves to eat. And it's just like two peas in a pod. So I just like hanging out with her, you know, for the most part, like, look, let's go somewhere. And if she get on my nerves, you know, then I just watch me a movie. You know, I'll be honest with you. Like, look, y'all getting all y'all getting on my nerves. I go in this room and watch me a movie. Don't ask me nothing. So, you know.
All right. That goes right into my next question for you. What's a movie or TV show that no matter what, if it comes on, you're going to watch it? You might have seen this 100 times.
Oh, man.
But every time this come on, you're going to watch it.
I can tell you one of the movies, my favorite movie, that I always imagine me being. And
Okay.
I can see myself as this person, and I say, man, God, if I could just go back, that'd be so cool. Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can see that. You know what I'm saying? I can see me as a spy, and my wife is a spy, and we around here doing all kind of craziness and tearing up the house, and then making love all over here. So that's me right there. You know what I'm saying? Shooting bad guys and making love. You know?
I wasn't expecting that at all. Oh my goodness, that's a movie right there where it's like they really was going at it though.
Yeah, you can feel it.
Really going at it.
But you see what I loved about it was the end, because they was tearing up stuff, but at the end they decided, hey, we gonna do this together.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
We gonna make it work. Yeah.
And and I'm gonna drop a nugget for the couples out there. When you stop fighting, y'all come together and stop warring with everybody around you. Y'all come together. There's nothing y'all can't accomplish as a couple.
I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just throwing it out there for the couples. Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Right. But it's gonna call Mr. and Mrs. Johnson. That's what I'm talking.
But y'all not gonna tear the house up. Y'all not gonna tear.
No, we ain't gonna tear it up. I mean, we're gonna tear it up. We're gonna tear it up, but we're gonna tear it up the right way, praising. Okay.
Okay. I see you. I read between those lines.
Yeah. Let the viewers read between the lines.
Yeah, I read between those lines.
Yeah, let them read between the lines.
Oh. What you got for them, Amanda?
You spoke about your business being for iBreathe Safely. I wanted to touch upon that just a little bit. What is one common myth about your profession or field that you would want to debunk?
People don't think the purifiers actually help, and I have to. It's backed by science. It's backed by things of nature. Even I usually wear it around my neck, but because I'm doing the interview, I don't have it. But it's in my office. I can show plenty of it. The purifiers that we have is good because it helps fight viruses and kill the viruses in the air. And with that, I want people to understand that I don't care if you get it from me, but I do. I want you to go to iBreathe Safely, but our products are focused on helping individuals. So we have in our website a temperature watch that gauges the temperature of your temperature. So therefore, if you're out and about and if you start to feel ill, the temperature will monitor you to say, hey, listen, something is not right with your body. So therefore, you don't have to really be checking your temperature all the time. You can always have it on your arm. These things are to help so people can understand that, hey, listen, as I'm going throughout my day, I'm being protected. I'm protecting myself from any viruses or diseases, and also within the car, because we have purifiers for the car, we have home purifiers, wearable purifiers, and we have different things just to hang out, humidifiers to give you a fresh scent and just chill. So at the end of the day, we only use products that's going to benefit you, not just to make money. You know what I'm saying? It's mostly to benefit. So
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, tell me this. I don't know. Maybe it could be me, and maybe you could help me out with this. I've been to a couple pop-ups recently. I was even at the one that you hosted not too long ago. It seems to me that most of these pop-ups or most of these businesses are headed by women, which is an amazing thing. I'm not seeing a lot of men in these fields. Is that something that I'm missing, or is it something I'm not noticing, or is these things that you see as well?
I believe is more. I believe you seeing that, and I'm gonna tell you the reason why I believe there is. Women have more of an aggressive attitude, because when it comes to them, they have to. Unfortunately, I will say unfortunately, there's a season they have came into where they have to be the providers, and they have these they look at it and they say, well, I can provide by doing this. So they use what they have. And one of the things I've always told my wife, I said, baby, you're gorgeous. I said, sell beauty. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not trying to sell you, but at the end of the day, use what you got. If it was me and my wife, and it was 100 people hear somebody talk, 100 people gonna see my wife before they see a big black man. They're gonna be like, look, she cute. I need to holler at her. I just want to see what she got to say. So at the end of the day, I think, and I'm not mad because, it might be a brother backing them. I don't know. But I think a lot of them, had it, and I've seen some women in the game. So at the end of the day, I believe they're just trying to, be that entrepreneur because it's really in them. And they need to push themselves, that they don't really be dependent on a man. They can be dependent on themselves, or it could just be the TV. I mean, more and more now you see these women dropping these lipsticks, and especially black women. I'm loving that.
Yeah, that's an amazing thing. I love seeing it. Definitely love seeing it. I just didn't see no men. I didn't see many. I'm not saying none.
I don't know.
I just want to say I just don't see many. So I was like, is it just me, or am I missing something? Maybe because you're out there a lot more than I am. So I mean, when you're out there, do you see that?
I don't know. And I see men. I got a couple of brothers. They do coaching and stuff like that. But at the very end of the day, I mean, I just see these women. They like it. Look, I'm not going back to work. They like being at home. So they really, I think, and brothers are laborers. Most men.
That's true.
They've been working all their life. So, they just think, hey, listen, I'm going to hustle and get in the game. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a longshoreman. So, I mean, I can always go back to work, but I focus on business. You know what I'm saying? So I have the luxury to make money, but at the end of the day, I mean, I like the hustle game, and I like the work, because it's just in me. You know what I'm saying? I like to get into I like to put my hand in the dirt, because, hey, I can sit back and say, man, I did that. You know what I'm saying? And it's not saying I'm bragging. It's just the fact that they're like, bro, I did that.
That's what you like to do. Yeah, that's what you like to do. Yeah, that's what you like to do. Nothing wrong with that.
I mean, you're a barber, right? What you do? Barber?
I mean, I do all kind of things. No,
I'm just saying, because as a barber, you look at it like this. When the first time you cut somebody's hair, you be like, oh, snap. You step back, you be like, yeah, I did that thing right there, boy. You start snapping pictures. But at the end of the day, that's what barbers start to do. What they start to do, you got barbers now that's making millions of dollars. Why? Because they shooting, taking pictures, and now you got people flying. Now, I don't care how wealthy I get. I don't care how rich I get. You still getting $25 to cut my hair. Those $5,000 to cut no hair. I'm not flying you in to cut my hair. That's ridiculous. I just go bald. But it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just clowning, really.
I know exactly what you're talking about. There's some people that they take advantage of the guys that have more money. Like, you got more, you're gonna pay a little bit more for my services that I normally would pay $25 for. If you got it, you're gonna pay $5,000. I know
you're gonna pay that $5.
You're gonna pay that $5.
I think Steve Harvey still got his same barber that he had.
I think probably his only client too, though. Because he pay him enough to where he ain't gotta work for nobody else.
Listen, two cuts a month, and I get $10,000. I ain't cutting nobody else here. Hey, and I'm gonna cut your hair for 3 hours. I'm like, man, you ain't finished now. Let me get that little strand right here.
Well, what we gonna do? We gonna go into word association. Amanda, could you break down how we do that?
All right, word associations. I'll give you a word. Me and Irv will give you a word.
Okay.
And the first thing that comes into your mind, you just spit it out, right? You don't have to give no explanations. You leave the explanations to the end.
Okay.
You feel me? So you gotta tell us what's the first thing that comes to your mind, and we'll circle right back into it. It's really cool. We come up with the most randomest things, and we just want to know how you think.
I'm ready.
Yeah, that's all it is. Let's get it.
Yeah. So my word association is the youth.
Empower.
Okay. Fear.
Faith.
Okay. Social media.
Money. Okay. You want to dwell in any of those, Amanda?
Oh, I was gonna wait until after you're done.
Okay.
Yeah.
And my 3 is family.
Legacy.
I like that. Goals.
Achieving them.
Okay. Well, that's 2 words, but I ain't gonna hark on you.
Okay. What he meant to say is achievable.
Yeah. There we go. And success.
I'll be there. Well, I can't say. Success. One word, huh?
Yeah, one word.
First thing come to mind.
Received?
Received.
Okay. And I'm going to throw in a bonus one.
Bonus? We got bonuses?
Yeah. Time.
Manage.
I like that.
Okay.
I like that. Well, hold on. Since you got a bonus, I'm saying, though, this is Irv. Like, I should get a bonus, too.
Get a bonus, Irv.
Let me get a bonus.
Get a bonus. Who?
Faith.
Faith?
Yeah.
Access.
Okay. All right. Definitely gonna come back to that one.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Amanda. Anyone you want to get a little further explanation on?
I wanted a further explanation on why did you say social media money?
If you have the right social media marketing, the right social media value, you can make money easily. I wish I knew how to brand like I see people brand. I wish I could do certain, touch the market, because you will make money. I've watched, even from DC Young Fly, just throwing out foolish comments and clowning people. Now he's on radio, TV, movies, and
everywhere.
TV shows. Why? Because it was through social media. Social media, if you work social media right, you can accomplish all your visions, dreams, and ideas. You can make all the money you want. There's a guy my wife follows. I don't know his name, but he teaches his kids how to use weapons, guns. I call them weapons.
You talking about Derek Grace?
Derek, yeah. All the tattoos on his face.
Yeah. Derek Grace.
He just hit $1 million in the COVID a couple of months ago. Just hit $1 million. His wife did over $50,000 in one session.
Yeah.
So
he's doing some incredible things.
Yeah.
Right.
So, you know, when you know how to work and do social media, you can be very successful with money.
Right.
Yeah.
Another one that I have, you said fear, faith.
Yeah, you have to overcome your fears. You know, I'm a tall individual and I cannot stand heights. I can't. I always despised, didn't like heights. I don't even like snakes. And I can tell you the reason why. When I was a kid, I seen a snake in the corner and it was a water moccasin. I was living in Carroll City. Now they call it Miami Gardens, but I was living in CC and I stayed behind the lake and there's a water moccasin in the corner. I was about 10 years old and lost my speech. I couldn't even scream. I was like, and I'm on top of the table. My mom's come, you know, she an island folk. She came with a machete, chopped them up.
Oh.
But from that day on, I could not stand snakes. But I learned how to touch them. I learned how to get to the highest heights and not be fearful. I have to learn how to take a leap of faith. And to do that, to take a leap of faith, you have to get over your fear.
True. And
okay.
Go ahead, Irv.
Well, I just got one actually. I want to get a little bit more in depth with I said faith and you said access. Like, can you break that down for me?
When you have faith, faith gives you access to dreams, visions, ideas, and your purpose. I believe that. When you have faith, you can access your goals. When you have faith, you can access your life. You can have access. I mean, you know, one thing about me, growing up in Miami, I haven't really, I had to learn game. And I had friends always tell me, say, boy, you be pulling the baddest ones. I'm married now. And I remember talking to somebody, I said, man, what to do? They said, you got to believe in yourself. You got to believe in yourself and just speak life. You just got to believe it. And, not to use that, but you have to have faith in yourself to have access to anything. You know what I'm saying? You know, I've met people that I've admired. I mean, one of the people that I admire is a multi-millionaire named Willie Garrett. Willie Garrett's a big-time lawyer. They call him a giant killer. You can Google him. Live right in Stewart. I admired this dude for years. And became good friends with his son. And I had the opportunity to meet his father. And his son was funny. It was like, I said, man, I want to, I always tell you to hear about your daddy. I want to see your daddy. So we came to this office. He said, come to the office. I came to the office. And he was like, oh, hold up. And let me break this down. Let me tell you how faith is. Faith gives you access to things you never believed, that you always believed. Watch this. I was walking with Willie Garrett's son, multi-millionaire, and he was one of the first black men I knew that had a 747 in Stewart. I mean, he used to complain about it. I mean, one of the stories he used to tell about his plane was, people in Stewart was upset with him, but he said he needed a bigger plane because it took him more places quicker. He said, I closed deals. He said, I closed one of my first deal, not my first deal, but he said, I closed the deal on the plane. I closed the case on the plane for over $20 million in the air. He said, I need my plane.
Yeah,
and
sure.
So having access allowed me to be close, know his son. And I literally, I remember it so clearly. I'm walking with his son. His son opened the doors without no introduction, no nothing. Walked in, he was in a meeting. He said, Dad, he said, I got somebody I want you to meet. That's called access, bro. Yeah, when you have some faith, that's access. And I'm sitting here thinking like, dude, this man ain't had to knock on the door. He didn't have to set up a meeting. He pushed the door open and said, Pops, I need to holler at you. I got somebody I want you to meet. And he was in a meeting. And I'm sitting here like, yo, now that's the type of access I'm talking about. Access to meet people you want to meet, to get the house you want to get, to drive the car you want to drive, to travel where you want to travel, to have access to say, hey, listen, what's up, Trump? How you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, Phil, how you know Trump? Yeah, man, I'm at the Trump house. It ain't nothing. That's called access. You know? So you got to have that mindset that, you know, if you have faith, you can have access to anything. Anything.
Right.
So that's just me.
Okay. Well, before we get up out of here, I want
to make
you
it
to make
sure
sure
your viewers. I want your viewers to be like, that Joker crazy.
No, absolutely not.
Don't bring him back on no more.
No, I'm hoping we definitely get you back. Like, no, we definitely want you to come back.
Right.
Talk about.
What we want you to do definitely is plug everything you got going on. Like, I know personally, I know you got your _ Phillip Johnson, where you looks like a life coach, and you got your iBreathe Safely. So definitely let the people know what all you got going on and how they can reach you.
Too easy. First of all, you can go to iBreatheSafely.com. iBreatheSafely.com. You're gonna get purifiers for your home, for your cars, and on the go. Trust me, you need it to keep you safe. You see my girl right there. That's what I'm talking about. That's my ace in the corner right there. Always on big support, man.
Yeah.
You got, you know, definitely support your Black businesses. That's one thing I'm gonna say. Support your Black business. 2, yes. It's gonna be called Lap TV. We jumping on the air called laptv.com. laptvlive.com is coming soon to you. Live broadcasting on all social media is about to get live. And let me be shameless in this thing. Let me also plug in my wife. Can I do that?
Yes, do that.
Come on, plug.
I got to plug in the queen, my beautiful queen, Felicia Johnson. Listen, when I tell you, she is phenomenal when it comes to helping people. You know, I always tell her, I say, listen, my job is not for them. You know, my job is for you. And she is a trauma life coach, and literally, you can reach her at healyourstory.live, healyourstory.live. Awesome mentor. And like I said, she just dropped her book, 10 Ways to Begin Healing from Childhood Trauma. She talks about how how people suffer from childhood trauma and it still affect them as an adult. So she shows 10 ways to get over that. So Felicia Johnson. But other than that, listen, I want to make sure my viewers keep plugged in to this podcast.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? The hottest podcast I ever been on. Irv and Co. You hear what I'm saying? Podcast.
Irv and Co.
You feel me? So definitely, man, listen. One of the best podcasts I've been on, and I'm excited to be a part of the team.
Thank you.
To be on the radio, be on y'all podcast. And listen, I wish y'all the best success in everything you guys do. I'm talking about the people out there, the viewers out there, and to you guys, because you know why? You know, we're going to be at the top. See, that's all I see is top. You know, you be around, listen, you can fly with the eagles or stay in the coop with some chickens. But I'd rather be in the air with the eagles. And that's my last words.
Oof.
That's what's up.
That's a solid quote of the day, man. We should have had you in charge.
It's kind of hard to follow that. That's for sure.
Right.
But now we always try to always end with a positive quote to leave you with, to send you on your way. So our quote for the day is, a little progress each day adds up to a big result. And the person who quoted it is anonymous. But like again, I'm just gonna say it one more time. A little progress each day adds up to a big result. So it's not like you have to chop it up like a big portion. Just each day do a little bit. And that's you know, like Phillip just said, you're gonna be up there flying with the Eagles. So gotta make it happen. So we appreciate everybody for tuning in, for checking out. Make sure y'all check out iBreathe Safely and the iBreathe Safely store. And check out _ Phillip Johnson and Felicia Johnson. And make sure y'all let them know that Irv and Co sent you. We definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in. We appreciate you for taking your time out
Yes.
from your busy schedule, because we, like you said,
Very
you're a
busy.
serial entrepreneur. So we appreciate
Yes.
you for taking time out to have a conversation with us and letting the people know who you are, what you got going on, and your plans of what else you got going on. So y'all be safe, y'all stay dangerous, and we'll see y'all on the other side.
All right.
Peace.